Right, hi guys, how you doing? I'm not sure if you can see this actually. That's, oh okay, that's a courgette flower. That's not where I'm supposed to be pointing the camera. Down here is a beautiful courgette, so I'm just going to cut that just so that you can see it. Wow, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Just my size. Really liking that. So anyway, it's been a while since I've done a blog, and so I thought I'd give you a very quick whistle stop tour around the allotment. So we're looking at 2005 mid-season update. Ha! There's lots of good news and there's some not so good news. So we'll start with the good news, shall we? Okay, just look at this rhubarb. Look at that. Isn't that amazing stuff? So I'm really pleased with the rhubarb. And over there I'm really pleased with the sweet corn. Badger defences will be going around that quite soon. Compost bin filling up beautifully. Got some lovely beetroots there. This is asparagus pea, and these were sent to me by the lovely Graham, whose second name has just gone right out of my head. So they're coming on really well. I'm not sure what they're supposed to taste like, but tried some and they're not too bad. Lots of lovely beetroots coming on. Big success story with the potatoes. These particular ones are, believe it or not, Albert Bartlett. They all went they started sprouting in a bag. So I planted them, and look at them now. Fantastic. These ones are King Edwards there. That's parsnips. Special for Angie Kruger. I only grow them for Angie. That's a big lie, actually. These are the pink fir apple potato, or it could be pink fir lady. I'm not quite sure. But they're starting to harvest those, and they're really stunning. All the onions are out now, and I've actually taken the unusual step at this time of year in July of planting some more. So we've got some more onion sets gone in there, and the same with the peas. I put some more peas in. Had a really good pea harvest this year, so that's really lovely, and so I might get a late harvest off those. And here's all the leeks that I put in a couple of weeks ago. Graham Jenkinson, there you go, also sent me some of these beautiful purple French climbing beans. The flowers are stunning, the bean is lovely. Sadly there's none on there because I've just picked them all. But the plant itself is beautiful. Hope you'll agree with that one. There's a couple of baby beans just coming on there, but I've had most of the beans off that, but there'll be lots more coming later. So there's been lots of success stories. I walked past a success story without mentioning it. So this is something that I am actually really proud of, and that is an artichoke. And that's another one, and that's another one, and that's another one, and that's another one. A couple more plants over there, and we've got some more artichoke plants here that are coming through back where we started, aren't we? This is a beautiful fig tree that I rescued from somebody that I used to know's garden. So that's actually going spare. If anybody wants that fig tree, it's a couple of years old, it's never fruited, so it'll be ready next year, I think, to throw loads of fruit off. Here's my fig tree. Had this one in 2 or 3 years now, and these are the first figs that are coming on it. I don't know if you can see those. Yeah, I think you can. And so we're just literally just a few days, I think, away from some fabulous figs on there, which, as you know, are the fruit of the gods. The strawberries all finished now, but just let them run for a little while until next year. So lots of good stuff going on. Feeding ourselves, which is really lovely. This is some not so good stuff. This is Chinese leaf, otherwise known as slug food, soon to become compost. But the sunflowers, self-set sunflowers, they just appeared from nowhere. They're doing pretty good. As you see, the courgettes are doing pretty good as well. I'm happy with those. They're not dates, are they? The grapes that were up in the shed, or just outside the shed, for a couple of years. I planted that from seed with a seed that I brought back from Mallorca about 4 years ago, and you'll see it's up there. It was in a pot last year. I put it out over winter. It's survived beautifully. That's I think that's the white one, and here is its red sister. So they've survived. So hopefully next year they'll be out along the beams and we'll have a good crop off those. So that's another success story. Raspberries I've moved, so not going to get a raspberry crop this year, but they'll be great for next year. Here's a not so success story. This is beetroot. That went a bit black, but I've got some more in over the other side. And the biggest disappointment from my point of view of the year are the runner beans. I got them out really early. I thought I was going to get a really good crop, but the black fly has really taken its toll of the runner beans. So I'm taking the unusual step of replanting even at this time of year. What's actually happening is they're coming out kind of like that, and it's almost like they're going over, they're getting on. See, that's too old, too tough to eat, that one, and it's only just come out. So we've got loads of black fly problems. We've got a few that we might get, and I've taken the unusual step for me of actually treating it with chemical. I don't like to do that, but it hasn't really touched it, and I've just noticed a few ladybird larvae on there, so I'm going to leave it now. These are the climbing French beans. They're not bad, but even the black fly have attacked those this year, which is very unusual. So a real plague of black fly. I think I've gone overboard on the cabbage a bit, but again, absolutely eaten to pieces, eaten to death with caterpillars. And if you look at that in there, it's just hopeless. But hey, there's good news and there's always bad news that goes with it, and vice versa. Pulled the last of the onions. Can't really complain when you're getting onions like that, can you? And that is going to be so beautiful. So I'm really pleased with the onions. I am the onion king. Quick one into the greenhouse before we go, and you see the tomatoes are coming on beautifully. We've got some cucumbers coming up the back there, 3 cucumber plants. We've got 6 different varieties of tomato in here, and they're all doing really well, and I'm really pleased about that. I do need to clean the roof though, because it's keeping a lot of light out. So there you go. Anyway, hope you guys have a fabulous weekend. I'm gonna have another tickle on down here for a minute, but not too long, because I've left my tobacco tin at home. So I'll catch you guys later.